Wingapo Sio Hiate. Welcome, everyone. My name is Christina Davis. I wear many hats here at VCU. I am an academic advisor and instructor in Virginia and Commonwealth University's Interdisciplinary Studies Department and a PhD student. I'm honored to be your MC today. I have to give special thanks to Dr. Kadeba, Beck, and OMSA for making my dream come true with being able to put together a cultural achievement ceremony for our Native and Indigenous students, just from a passive request a few years ago. It takes a lot of time, commitment, and resources to make this happen, and to have it come into fruition has really made me understand that no dream or ask is too big or unachievable. Therefore, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 2024 Native, Tribal, and Indigenous graduation ceremony. Today, we celebrate the achievements of our current Indigenous students who are graduating this semester, as well as the inclusion of Indigenous alumni who were not able to participate in a ceremony like this one during our time here at VCU. We are extremely happy that you are here to celebrate you. Thank you to all for joining us today. To start us off, we'll have our drummers will perform a welcome song. Please rise for the processing of graduates and alumni. Thank you. Please be seated. VCU does not yet have an official land acknowledgement. I will be speaking on behalf of myself as a student and not as an employee. This statement is lengthy because of the nature of our ceremonial gathering today, in which we will use this opportunity to bring awareness to the accomplishments, celebration, and education of the identities of our graduates. This statement is not only presented to acknowledge the past, but to acknowledge the present and the future, and the descendants of the Indigenous people that are native to the land in which we currently occupy. I am acknowledging the existence of a people that is still here, and our ancestors who experienced forced relocation, genocide, and assimilation. Many of us learned of Indigenous peoples in historical and stereotypical contexts and are not aware of the truth surrounding our past and current lives. Let it be known that this acknowledgement, words spoken from a piece of paper, It carries weight by saying it out loud, by someone who genuinely means it. This is just the beginning of initiatives and work being made by various departments and individuals here at VCU to collaborate with our local tribal communities through cultural programming, policy implementations, and educational and training opportunities. One way or another, myself and quite a few others are doing our best to make it happen, even if it was just a seed that was planted. We are giving our all. At this time, there are 7 federally recognized tribes: Chickahominy, Chickahominy Eastern Division, Monica Nation, Nansemond, Pamunkey, Rappahannock, and Upper Mattaponi, and 4 state-recognized tribes: the Chiranaca, Nottoway, Mattaponi, Nottoway, and Potawatomi. I emphasized our particular recognitions because of the systemic processes that must be completed for that federal and state designations. Takes a lot of money, time, energy, and resources. For context, 7 of these tribes in the Monica Nation did not become state recognized until the 1980s. And the first tribe to be recognized was in 2016, the Pamunkey. For further context, I'd like to emphasize that there were more than 30 tribes that made up the Powhatan chiefdom in 1607, representing just a snippet of those tribes that are now extinct or unrecognized. I ask that you join me in acknowledging and honoring the indigenous communities native to the lands which VCU and VCU Health System occupies: the Iroquois, Algonquian, and Siouan language-speaking peoples, the Monica Nation, and the Powhatan chiefdom, thy elders, both past and present, and to thy future generations. In the spirit of healing, I acknowledge that Virginia Commonwealth University and its entities were built on their homelands, founded upon exclusions and erasures of many indigenous peoples. Therefore, this acknowledgement demonstrates my commitment to the commencement of a process to dismantle the ongoing perpetuation of the residual effects of settler colonialism. I look forward to building relationships that will enhance the promotion of respecting the work of our Native communities, their leaders and families, and make ongoing efforts to center indigenous sovereignty, self-determination, knowledge, creativity, and resilience. I would now like to welcome Dr. Kadeba, the Director of the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs. She will provide you all with some words of welcome.
Greetings, friends, family, faculty, staff, and all guests joining us in person and via live stream. And for the reason we're gathered here today, allow me to extend heartfelt greetings to our VCU alumni guests and our 2024 VCU graduates. I share these greetings as we do in my home country of Côte d'Ivoire by saying Akwaba, which means welcome. Therefore, Akwaba, everyone. My name is Dr. Miriam Kadeba, and I serve as the Director of the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs, OMSA for short. On behalf of the entire team, welcome, and thank you for joining us for this celebration. I don't doubt that everyone has been traveling their own life path to get here. During that journey, and particularly at VCU, I hope you felt connected to others and experienced a sense of belonging. I say hope because I recognize it's not a given. Whether at the Counseling Center or at OMSA, I've interacted with Native students who describe mental health concerns, often fueled by feeling isolated on campus, being misidentified, and experiencing several attempts at erasure, yearning for places to eat their food, speak their language, make their art, and just be with their friends and community without feeling like they always have to explain who they are. All of which are basic human needs. During a time when many students across the nation and on this very campus are speaking truth to power and advocating for themselves, their peers, and justice locally and in the world, that sense of belonging and connectedness to the larger community might waver, understandably so. Yet, student voices and advocacy are important agents of change. This ceremony today is proof of that. We're celebrating the Native, Tribal, and Indigenous graduation ceremony's second anniversary today, a milestone worth acknowledging. As Christina mentioned, this ceremony was instituted last year after advocacy from students and VCU community members, just like herself, who have emphasized for years the importance of creating such a space for visibility and celebration of the rich heritage and legacy of the Native and Indigenous students at VCU. With that, I want to acknowledge alumni in attendance. We are humbled to recognize you today and thank you for participating in the ceremony. As we hope to grow for many years to come, we intend to continue recognizing your presence and lasting impact on the VCU community throughout the years. As all of you acknowledge what this moment means for you, send some love to the students, past and present, who made today happen. I often call this time of the year gratitude season or love fest, using them interchangeably as my own reminder to center these two things amidst the stress of wrapping up a semester. Every single one of you graduates has had a meaningful journey to get to this moment. It's very likely that during your academic journey, you have encountered some successes and dealt with some twists and turns while navigating uncertainty and doubt. As we know, many seemingly contradictory things can be true at the same time. Yet here you are, with the blessings of the ancestors. So please know, whatever you experience today and these next few weeks are all warranted, and I hope you make space for yourself at some point. It doesn't have to be immediately, to acknowledge your accomplishments and your journey. In a culture that can be so outcome-driven, we may not keep focused on the tiny moments that amount to this big moment. However, it's important to give thanks for those tiny moments. I was reminded of the importance of sacred pause by Ms. Tanya Martin and Sunshine Brown when I attended the beadwork program they co-facilitated in March. Being introduced to what Ms. Tanya called good medicine gave me a chance to reflect on the joy and love I feel serving VCU students. Therefore, I wish you many moments of sacred pause to practice gratitude for the tiny moments. Whether or not you've connected with OMSA during your VCU journey, or this is the first time interacting with our office, we are honored to serve you. You, VCU graduates, remain my favorite part of my job. So this evening, may you feel celebrated and honored for your tremendous academic and educational accomplishments. I wish you much peace, love, and success in your future endeavors, however you define that. Congratulations, VCU alumni and class of 2024 VCU graduates. We're also proud of you.
Next, we are honored to have Dr. Denise Walters join us as our keynote speaker. Dr. Walters is a proud VCU alumna who graduated with her doctorate in pharmacy in 1991. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Walters to the stage with a round of applause.
Nyawa, chwep, skanaha. Wakajanedi, gane gire, disneg, wajaganedi, gane naswet. Denise Walters, kiase, nadawe diwaga nufne. Peace to all of you. I'm so glad to be here and that all of you are here. My name is Denise Walters, and I am the Tribal Council Chair for the Nottoway Indian Tribe of Virginia. I'm also the stability lead for Haleon, which is a consumer healthcare products company located here in Richmond, Virginia. And I also serve as the chair of the Board of Trustees for the Science Museum of Virginia. I begin today with a nyawa. Thank you to Beck O for inviting me to speak today. I am honored to be here. I welcome all of the students and thank the students, family, friends, alumni, faculty, and staff, and anyone else I may have not mentioned who contributed, because without your efforts, none of us would be here today, and none of this would be possible. I want to give honor and respect to all of the original inhabitants of our lands here in Virginia. That includes honor and respect to all of Virginia's recognized tribes, the Pamunkey, Rappahannock, Cherokees, Chickahominy, Eastern Chickahominy, Mattaponi, Upper Mattaponi, Nottoway, Nansemond, Potomac, and Monacan. I also honor other nations not yet previously mentioned who are represented by the graduates and alumni here today, including Manteño Wakavika, Quechua, Taino, Nahua, Passamaquoddy, Haliwa-Saponi, Tuscarora, Blackfoot, and Cherokee. I also offer honor and respect to those tribal nations who are not recognized and those whose peoples have been lost to us in time. For anyone I have left out, I mean no disrespect. Earlier this year, I visited our new STEM building here at VCU, and I was amazed yet again at the amount of change going here at Virginia Commonwealth University. The campus looks so different from when I was here, when I received my BS in chemistry in 1985 and my PhD in pharmacy in 1991. There are many new buildings, new degree programs, increased focus on not only research but intellectual property, growth in embracing cultural diversity with programs like this one here. Outside of the VCU campus, change is on overdrive. As members of the class of 2024, you will be faced with unprecedented levels of change. We, as people of the world, will be facing global climate change, increasing populations, declining natural resources. All of these we will need to navigate, and we will need to navigate the other changes related to expanding technologies. I want to focus today on 3 tools to help you face those challenges: resilience, responsibility, and relationships. Resilience is in our DNA as Native people. Every nation has their own story of facing adversity and trauma. We all stand on the strong shoulders of those ancestors who were survivors of wars, discrimination, disease, boarding schools, physical and paper genocide, and more. But in spite of those challenges, we are still here. Each of you graduating today has a personal story of survival. In the paper, Rethinking Resilience from Indigenous Perspectives, Dr. Lawrence Kiermaier and her co-authors interviewed people from 4 different Indigenous communities in Canada. They talked about characteristics that they observed in these resilient communities. One that really spoke to me personally was the example of the Mohawk people and their reawakening of pride in language and culture. I've listened to online lectures by Mohawk speakers and linguistics experts on the impact that speaking the Mohawk language had on their communities. In both the paper and the online lectures, I learned about the increased pride and emotional well-being that language fluency has had on their community. The language immersion programs and intergenerational work of the Mohawk people are inspirational. They are a shining example of resilience and an inspiration to our tribe. Nottoway, like Mohawk, is an Iroquoian language, but unlike Mohawk, we have no remaining native speakers. Our goal is to take the few word lists left by linguists and historians and develop them into a living, fully spoken language, which you heard a little bit of in my introduction. With our words, we bring back our worldview, our energy, and our fire. Knowing who we are and being fully grounded in our identity helps us to be resilient, to face the daily struggles, and not just survive, but to thrive. Responsibility is the next success factor for us to consider. In this room, we have new graduates and alumni trained in the social sciences, communications, and STEM fields. You all have a responsibility to apply these skills in your chosen fields to make a difference in the world in your area of expertise. Know that your education does not stop today. It's only the beginning. You have a responsibility to stay current and keep learning. You have a responsibility to your employer, your profession, and your own personal reputation to bring the best to whatever you've chosen to do. I work in over-the-counter pharmaceutical development, and I work to keep up with the latest scientific approaches, understand the results from our studies, navigate the challenging regulatory requirements in various different countries around the world. I need to understand biology, chemistry, and math and apply this knowledge to my work every day. And I remember daily that I am a customer. I have a responsibility to help my company make products that meet the quality standards that I want for my family. As for those who are already graduates, you have an additional responsibility to mentor and sponsor those who are coming into the workforce. You have paved a path, and you need to help the next generation, these new grads today, and those who are early in their careers find their feet. And last but not least, we all have responsibilities to our families, ourselves, and our communities. You should make time to care for and support your family and volunteer within your community. It's up to you to find your level of balance. You must make space to honor your responsibilities, but also take time for self-care and be responsible to yourself. And finally, let's consider relationships. Strong relationships will be the key to your success. As Indigenous people, we understand the importance of connection to place, community, and self. We must continue our connections to the lands and water of our people. In the book Braiding Sweetgrass, Robin Wall Kimmerer talks about her discovery that traditional harvesting practices of sweetgrass result in healthier and more productive plants. This knowledge is a gift that her community established through generations of observation and connection and relationships with creation. Likewise, we must apply the same skills of observation and connection to nurture relationships with our environment and with others. Your relationships with friends and family will be your rock and strength in times of trouble. Make time to relax with your friends and for your own mental health, and make time for your families. Caring for children, families, and elders will make your family strong and give you a sense of personal joy. And last but not least, build relationships within your profession and the broader community. The saying, "It is a who you know world," is accurate. Your network will be your source of friends, mentors, and sponsors. They can help you think through problems, help you develop a career job plan, make you aware of job opportunities, and recommend you for special projects and initiatives. Real relationships are not just a card exchange at a networking event or a connect invitation on LinkedIn. They are built through time spent together in discovering common interests and shared experiences. Cultivate your relationships and make them a priority as you establish how you balance your life and time. In conclusion, we all know that we live in difficult times, but I know that you are well prepared to face these challenges. You have completed your work, and you have the skill sets that you need to be the next generation of problem solvers. You have all of these tools that you need, so be resilient, face your challenges, And as my chief, Lynette Alston, always says, keep moving forward. Be responsible, always keep learning, keep growing, and keep sharing. Be in relationship, connecting with and caring for others, and also allowing others to care for you when you need it. You can make a difference today that will have a positive impact for the next 7 generations. Nyawa.
Thank you so much, Dr. Walters, for sharing those remarks with us. Can we please give her another round of applause? Next, we are so honored to have members of multiple tribes here today to perform at this ceremony. In terms of dancers, we are honored to have Sunshine Brown of the Upper Mattaponi tribe, Cheyenne Martin of the Saponi tribe, and Sarah Jefferson of the Chickahominy Indian tribe. Accompanying them will be the drummers, Reggie Tapance, Connor Tapance, and Martin Seniga, and David Locklear. Our drummers hold heritage from several tribes, including the Upper Mattaponi tribe, the Chickahominy tribe, the Saponi tribe, and the Tuscarora tribe, as well as the Mattaponi tribe. If you all could please come forward. It's now time for the moment we've all been waiting for, the honoring of the graduates and alumni. Graduate, alumni, and donors, please listen carefully. Our staff and volunteers will now guide graduates, alumni, and their donors to line up by the stage. However, please stay seated until a volunteer signals to your row to stand. Graduates, you will be lined up on the left side of the stage. When your name is called, you will step onto the stage with your donor, receive a Native, Tribal, and Indigenous graduation ceremony stole, be donned by either your donor or a staff donor, get your photo taken in the middle of the stage. That's a really important part, right here. We have a great photographer, so please make sure. You will walk off the stage on the right side, and then the volunteers will guide you and your donors back to their seats. Volunteers, please wave. These are your folks to look out for. If you have limited mobility and need to use the ramp, you will both enter and exit the stage on the right side, your left side. Does that sound good? Awesome. Let's do this.
Nadia Bongora. Donna Guzman. Angelica Marshall. Leah Morrison. Edgar Antonio Malabad Running Bull Cumbo. Lisa Richardson Derez. Angela Michelle Mesteth Greenwich. Katrina Hester. Deja LeBron. Gabriela Gomez Guerrero. Reggie Tuppence. Dr. Denise Walters.
Can we get another round of applause for our graduates and alumni? I really want to personally thank you all for coming out today. This is not in the script, but anybody know the business world, assessments are key. Y'all showed out. So thank you. This is showing that it's needed, and hopefully we can keep this going. Whew. Okay. To close out our ceremony, we have one more person who we would like to formally, oh, yes. Hold on. Yes, and congratulate, okay, y'all, I wear readers, sorry. Our graduates and alumni on their incredible achievements and contributions to the VCU community. Danae Givens. Danae is a current student at VCU, as well as the communications assistant for Indigenous initiatives at the Rehabilitation Research and Training Center. Please join me in giving her a round of applause.
Yate, my name is Danae Givens, and I'm a current VCU student and VCU staff working on Indigenous outreach initiatives. Firstly, I want to say congratulations to the graduates and all of the alumni. No matter what anyone may say, college can be one of the most challenging times of your life. So by being here, you've shown immense resilience, passion, intelligence, and courage. You all will be going into the world not only representing you, but also representing your Indigenous community and all of Turtle Island. Please applaud yourselves. We are also grateful for those who cannot be here today due to finals, family circumstances, and other reasons, if we can applaud them too. Working on Native outreach has been hard. I'm a Southwestern Native dealing in Eastern Native areas where most times I'm the least knowledgeable person in the room. However, this has never stopped me from listening and learning. I embrace the opportunity to listen, to learn from the wisdom of those around me, and to fulfill my promise of fostering support and a vibrant Native community at VCU. We are making significant strides, reaching out to Virginia tribes and building a strong student group. Let this serve as a powerful reminder. Throughout your journeys, you will encounter challenges to your identity, your skills, and your rightful place. Embrace these moments as opportunities for growth. Stand firm in your convictions and never allow anyone to diminish your voice. We are all familiar with the phrase, when one of us succeeds, we all succeed. But your success goes past the boundaries of yourself and immediate family. You have achieved this milestone, not just for yourselves, but also for your ancestors who paved the way for you. You have succeeded for the countless Indigenous youth who aspire to follow in your footsteps, and you inspire generations to come. You have succeeded for all of us. As you depart from VCU, embark on a mission to leave an undeniable Native footprint on the world. Let your achievements serve as a testament to our enduring presence, a vibrant rebuttal to those who deny our existence. We are here, we are resilient, and we are thriving. Graduates always continue to make a difference, one step, one voice, and one accomplishment at a time. Congratulations once more to the class of 2024. Ahehe.
So I need to further emphasize, we're trying to have a Native student organization here at VCU. The last one was back in 2017. Please see Danae if you're interested in helping her make that come possible. Right there. Here. We've been trying for a little while. It's just kind of hard. It's hard. All righty. So I want to thank you all again for joining us in this space as a community. I know that the road here has not been easy, and I hope you are able to really take some time to celebrate your achievements with family, friends, and loved ones. I want to name a few offices that helped sponsor this year's Native, Tribal, and Indigenous graduation ceremony. Because again, you got to get those resources, money, and such to make things happen. I've been learning a lot, y'all, so. We would like to thank the Division of Inclusive Excellence, the Office of Development and Alumni Relations, the VCU Foundation, and of course, the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs. We also want to give a big shout out to all of the VCU faculty, staff, and students who contributed their time and energy in planning the ceremony. It takes months, y'all. Now in closing, our drum group will once again take the stage to perform an honor song. Can everyone please stand? all be seated. I have one last announcement, which is that we are excited to announce that there is a post-ceremony reception in your honor. This reception is sponsored by the Office of Inclusive Engagement and Philanthropy and the Office of Alumni Relations in partnership with OMSA. Next door, in the other half of the Richmond Salons, you'll be able to take more photos at our balloon arch and enjoy fry bread catered by the Hungry Hungry Arrow. To our graduates, while we are all here today to celebrate your completing an incredible academic achievement, you are a Ram for life. And this begins your journey into the VCU alumni world. The IEP team hopes you'll stay to break bread and connect with one another and guests. Thank you to all alumni and Indigenous community members for joining us today, and congratulations to the class of 2024. Y'all can go eat.